Hello, Internetians! My name is Josh, aka ultraplayer, your coach of the New York Metagross. Welcome back to IBL week number 4. Season number 4. Week number 4. 444. We are 3-0. Kicking butt. Doing well. And today we are going against LittleBigness and his Seattle Scizors. Link to his channel is in the description below. And let me go over the question of the day real quick. This is going to reveal a little bit about what I'm bringing, probably. But I want to know what's your favorite meme pick to use. In points draft, like PPL, people often end up with like a fun little meme pick that actually ends up doing something. My personal favorite, shout out to Ellie, Shelmet. Shelmet is the lord and the Kartana counter of all time. So let me know what your favorite meme pick to use is, and let us talk about what we are doing. So like I said, we are going against the Seattle Scizors, coached by LittleBigness. He has a team of Z-Mew, Z-Como-O, Mammothswine, Jellicent, Bruxish, Umbreon, Gramble, Mega Aerodactyl, Salazzle, Tauros, and Lurantis. So his team's kind of threatening. Right now, as immediately looking upon it, the two biggest threats to my entire team are going to be the Como-O and the Bruxish. I have very little counterplay to those. Like, very, very little counterplay to any one of those. Like, a big Aerodactyl is also a huge threat. I don't have the best switch into that. And then defensively, Mew's really annoying, Jellicent's really annoying, and Mammothswine's offensively a threat. Umbreon's kind of annoying. Generally, everything on his team is kind of annoying. So, he has a really good team. Definitely something scary to prep for, and something that really was hard. However, not much to talk about after that. Let's just jump into what we are bringing. Alright, so the first one we're going to be bringing today is going to be our Nihilego. Nihilego is rocking Choice Scarf with a Timid Nature, Power Gem, Sludge Wave, Dazzling Gleam, and Thunderbolt. I really wanted an Expert Belt or a Life Orb Speed Boost set because it does a lot of work. However, I can't do that. I can't. I need to have a Choice Scarf so I can revenge Como. And I can outspeed Mega Aerodactyl and hit that with Power Gem. And I can just outspeed stuff like Tauros and pick that off. I kind of had to. I also, I believe, could have run a Modest Nature with this set, but I wanted the extra bulk so I could take on Bruxish's Aqua Jet a little bit better. But yeah, so Power Gem is there because his Rock Resist is, Como. I believe that's his only Rock Resist. I have Sludge Wave because Gramble is really annoying. Lurantis is also pretty annoying, so I want to be able to hit that thing hard. Also, it hits the Mew harder. I have Thunderbolt because that also does some work against his team. His only electric resists are going to be Como and Mammothswine, as well as Lurantis. And generally, it could sweet late game since I am a special attack boosting set. And then I have Dazzling Gleam, of course, for the Como. Got to revenge that also to hit Umbreon super effectively. Very good mon against him. Definitely one of my more offensive threats versus him. Definitely something that I think does a lot of work. However, next one we're going to be bringing is going to be our Araquanid. So, I really wanted to take down stuff like the Jellicent. I knew Jellicent and Umbreon both were going to be very annoying to deal with. With Nihilego. So Araquanid, I'm bringing Araquanid one as a Mammothswine counter because I switch in pretty well and I liquidate it and it just falls over and dies. But also to take care of Jellicent. So this is a very good lure for Jellicent. If he switches in, I can Spiderweb it, which is basically like Mean Looked. It prevents him from switching out. And then I can Toxic it, and then I can stall it out. And that's going to kill the Jellicent. Or the Umbreon, whichever he decides to switch into this. Either way, this basically just lures and stuff that Nihilego doesn't like and kills it. It's very good against him. It also helps me kind of like handle stuff like the Como a little bit. Not the Como. What? No. Fucking hell. The Mew. Also, I can take a hit from Bruxish. One. Although this is not like SD boosted, but like I can take one hit. And fire back a liquidation, which will do a lot. Like, Araquanid is really strong even though I'm uninvested. Generally, it just helps me deal with a lot of his team. But it's mainly here from Mammothswine and Jellicent. Next one we're bringing is going to be our Shellgun. Shotgun. Shotgun is here with the Eviolite Overcoat, because best ability. 244 HP, 172 defense, and 92 special defense, Impish Nature, Toxic Dragon Claw, Wish and Protect. We're bringing Shellgun, guys, and this is my way to handle the Bruxish, as well as the Mega Aerodactyl. Switches in on both of them rather well. Toxic Stem, Wishes up, stalls them out, to be honest. I don't really have any other kind of counterplay. Bruxish is just a huge offensive threat to my team, and I just don't have the best ways to handle it. So, yeah. Go Shellgun, making his debut. Overall, this also handles stuff like Lurantis if it doesn't bring, like, HP Ice. But mainly it's here for Bruxish and Mega Aerodactyl. I need something to switch in on them. And it switches in fairly well. If Bruxish does not have Ice Fang, then it just switches in very, very well and just wishes up against it. Mega Aerodactyl needs Taunt to stop me, or Ice Fang. Not even Ice Fang, I don't think. Nah, because Stone Edge does more. Yeah, I don't really think he has anything on Mega Aerodactyl that really beats me other than Taunt. Or just get outplaying me. Or getting lucky. Either way. So that's here. Shellgun. I'm very happy. Fuck you, Blake. I think his name. Kurt? I don't know. Fuck you, Kurt. Whoever. Pointblanke. Fuck you. Shellgun is here. Shellgun's lit. Next one we're bringing is going to be Hooper Unbound. Focus Sash. Max special attack. Almost. Max speed. 12 defense does something, I'm sure. Nasty Plot, Dark Pulse, Psychic, and Signal Beam. This kind of helps me break down the Umbreon, because Umbreon is his best switch into this. And if I Nasty Plot up, I'm doing about 75% to him with the Signal Beam, which is really nice. So yeah. Hoopa, not much to say. This kind of just like, he doesn't have a switch into this at all. A lot of his team does outspeed me. Like, a very good amount of his team outspeeds me, so that's why I have the Focus Sash, hopefully just being able to get that one hit off and killing something. I almost didn't bring Hoopa this week. I really almost didn't, and I think I almost had something else in its place. I think I almost had the Primeape in its place, which we'll see how that could have worked out. Overall, this really is not much to say. This is literally just to like take a hit and fire back a hit and kill something, or Nasty Plot up on the Umbreon and just Signal Beam it to death. Signal Beam is also good for Mew in case it's Colbur Berry. Also, it's like it just has the best coverage, and also I don't have to risk Focus Blast, so that's cool. But yeah, so next one we're bringing is gonna be Klefki, physically defensive, Air Balloon, also helps him with Mamoswine, Defog, Reflect, Toxic, and Dazzling Gleam. Reflect is there because most of his threats, most of his threats that are threatening against me are physical, so I kind of want the Reflect to help mitigate that, help take on some of his threats better. Toxic is just there because Toxic and Umbreon's really nice, and then Dazzling Gleam for stab. I also take hits from Como okay-ish, and can fire back a Dazzling Gleam and kill it. That's why I have 28 special attack EVs. So yeah, Klefki, very, very good. Switches in on the Mamoswine like once, if it goes for Earthquake. And then he'll be scared out by like a Flash Cannon. But I can switch in on stuff like the Tauros, the Lurantis, Granbull to an extent, Jellicent kind of, Mew-ish. Generally, I can switch in, pivot around pretty well. I don't have Spikes, and that might bite me, but I also want Defog because I don't want him putting up rocks against me. Rocks make Araquanid's job to take on Mamoswine, and Shellgun's job to take on, like, his other two big offensive threats a lot harder. So, yeah. And finally, our last one's gonna be to the top! Everybody! Silk Scarf. Adamant Nature, 196 speed. Max attack and the rest in HP. Fake out, knock off, tail slap, and U-turn. Self-explanatory. He does not like this. If I find out that he doesn't have a rock helmet on anything, this just destroys him. This also is why I want to get rid of Jellicent with Araquanid, because that kind of handles me. And Umbreon, not really. Like, 10 hits kills that, I believe. A little bit of chip damage. He does not switch in on this at all. Also knocking off his leftovers. Generally, very good against him. Very strong against him. Also helps me fake out stuff like the Tauros and Como if they start getting out of control. Mega Aerodactyl comes in on me really easily, but I got Shellgun and Toxic. Yay! Anyway, so that's going to be the 6 months that we are bringing. I definitely expected Mew, Jellicent, Bruxish, Umbreon, and then 2 offensive Mons. Between Mamoswine, Como, Mega Aerodactyl, just anything, literally. any of those mons. So the 6 that we ended up seeing were Como, Bruxish, Lurantis, Tauros, Mew, and Umbreon. I was really happy. Guys, I was really happy not to see that Jellicent or the Mega Aerodactyl. I was ecstatic. However, I still see Bruxish, which sucks. So, yay! Lit! Anyway, let's talk about his team. So, his team immediately tells me that, I'm gonna lose. No. His team immediately tells me that Umbreon is his main counter to everything. Mew is probably really bulky, as is Lurantis. Lurantis probably has Defog. Because Mew shouldn't be running Stealth Rock and Defog. So, yeah. Overall, I think that my best lead, looking at his team, is going to be Ambipom. It outspeeds everything. It destroys everything unless I see a Rocky Helmet. Let's get into it. Maybe. Don't know what's going on. This was preloaded. So what happened last week in the P4G does not happen again. There it is. Hopefully don't buffer. Alright, let's get into it. Like I said, I definitely think my best lead is going to be my Ambipom. It is probably one of the most fun things that I have as a lead. He's going to lead with Jake from State Farm, but he leads with Como. And I was like, okay. Busting out the big guns right away. I don't think he's Scarf. I don't have any reason to believe he is going to be Scarf. I'm going to go for the Fake Out. Get off some nice damage. And I don't want to get... he actually reveals Leftovers. And I was like, okay, alright. That reveals he's offensive. I don't want Tail Slap only getting 2 hits and me getting close combated into Oblivion, so I'm going to go for the U-turn. And here I believe a Araquanid is a very good switch. I think that's what I go out into. Is that what I go into? Yeah, I go out to Araquanid. I'm not really too concerned if Araquanid gets weakened here because the Jellicent's not here. The Mamoswan's not here. I'm good to go into this. So he's going to get some more leftovers. I'm going to go, I believe, for the Toxic. So he's going to go for Swords Dance. And I was like, okay. Like, he went for Rocks earlier, so I kind of figured he might not be Dragon Dance. So that's what tells me that Mew might be something weird. But either way, I'm going to go for the Toxic here, start wearing this down. I knew if he was Dragon Dance, as long as I landed a Toxic, I would be okay. So I can get some leftovers recovery. He's going to start getting whittled down. And I know I take any +2 hit. So I believe I'm just going to go for the Liquidation. Get some damage off. Get some toxic damage off. And then I'll be able to revenge him with the Ambipom. I'm not too concerned if this thing goes down. This Araquanid right here because, like I said, it was here for a few things. And those few things are not here. So that's beautiful. He's going to take a little bit more toxic damage. I'm going to die to this close combat, I believe. However, that is going to lower his defense. And that is going to 100,000% putting him in range of a Silk Scarf boosted Fake Out from my Ambipom. So I'm going to die here. Thank you, Araquanid, for dying. But yeah, he is, without a doubt, in range of Fake Out. So I'm going to go right out to my Ambipom. I'm going to click Fake Out, and I'm going to put this big offensive threat down really early. Really excited about that. So, Fake Out's going to come off, and it's going to kill this. I didn't want to go to Tail Slap on the off chance he went into a Rocky Helmet Mon on that, or in case I missed. So he's going to go to Omega. It's going to be as Lurantis, and I was like, okay. I'm going to go for U-turn. Get off a lot of damage off on you. So I do about 55%, which tells me he's fucking offensive as hell. And here I'm going to go out into my Klefki. As goes for the, wait for it, Super Power. Super Power, of course, with the contrary, going to give him the attack and defense boost. Kind of not really threatening. Maybe threatening to my Klefki. However, I just revenge this with ease with my Nihilego. He's going to get some leftovers. Here, I'm going to go for the Reflect. It's my best play. Putting up this Reflect starts weakening his attacks and allows me to do more stuff. I don't think Klefki's going to really make it out of this exchange, so I'm trying to do as much as possible in as little time as possible. So first thing, I'm going to go for Reflect. Second thing, I'm going to go for Defog, which does not get rid of my screens at all. It gets rid of his screens, if he had any, and it gets rid of the stones. It gets the evasiveness boost, which I didn't think about. However, Spoiler alert, it doesn't matter. So he can go for Leaf Blade. I believe what he's trying to do is stall out my Reflect, which I'm okay with. I'm going to go for Toxic. And I'm going to start putting this thing on a timer, on the off chance that he might be trying to get it out of range of a Sludge Wave. Here he's going to go for Defog. He's going to get rid of my screen. Again, that's what he was trying to do. However... Oh, I just woke up. I'm going to go for the Prankster Reflect again. Put it up. And he is going to kill me with the Superpower. Which is fine. Klefki did what it needed to do. So, there goes 2 of my walls. The only one I have left is going to be Shelgon. But I have offensive threats that just completely body him. Which is really, really nice. Here, I believe I go out to Hoopa. Gonna go out to Hoopa. Right here, maybe I should have nasty plotted, but I really like the idea of signal beaming. If I had nasty plotted, I also feel like he would have just gone out to something offensive and just killed me. So, I'm gonna go for signal beam, and this Lurantis is gonna die, which is really nice. He's gonna go out to Michelle, which I believe is going to be, yep, the Tauros. However, I live any hit. 1, I'm Focus Action, 2, I'm behind a Reflect. And there's a chance it doesn't even 2 a KO. He's going to go for Body Slam. He's going to do some damage. It is going to show that he's going to 2 a KO. I'm going to go for Psychic. And I am just barely going to miss out on this KO, which sucks. Now, I wanted to switch into Nihilego, but I did not want him to go for Earthquake, which I believe was his best play. And you'll see why later. However, I didn't want to go into Nihilego on what I thought might be an Earthquake. I know Body Slam could have parried me, but I did not want to risk the Earthquake. Either way, Nihilego's here. I'm going to go, I believe, for the Power Gem. He's going to go into Andrew B15, which is going to be this damnable Umbreon, and I'm going to go for Sludge Wave. And he is Spadef as fuck. Flex is going to wear off. I'm going to go out to my Shelgon. I still have Ambipom, by the way. Ambipom is definitely my win con in this scenario, because it outspeeds everything and just destroys them. So he's going to go for Wish. I'm going to go for Toxic. 100,000%. Foul Play does not really do too much damage to me. Yeah, it does that much. So I'm going to go for Toxic, which sucks because I'm toxic myself, and maybe I should have brought Rest Talk. However, this thing is now on a timer, and I'm going that much closer to winning with Nihilego. Because that outspeeds everything. And all I need is a bit of chip damage on Bruxish so I can kill that one hit, because I take an Aqua Jet. And I might just be able to steamroll through his team. So that's my mindset. It's either Nihilego Click Sludge Wave is going to destroy him, or Ambipom, just being Ambipom, is going to destroy him. I don't see an item on Umbreon, so I was thinking what that could be. It could be Rocky Helmet. However, I was more than confident at that point. It was Choppleberry for my Hoopa. So here I'm going to go for Wish. He goes to Mew. I'm going to click Toxic again. Both of these things need to be Toxic in my opinion. He goes for Psychic, and this is going to reveal that he is definitely offensive. I'm going to get the Toxic off, though. Shelgon's not really needed right now, in my opinion. Bruxish is a threat, however, I take one hit with Nihilego and I just need to just hit that thing back and I'll be able to hopefully kill it. So, I believe I'm going to click Dragon Claw here, because I know Shelgon's going to go down. No, I click Wish, still trying to preserve it. Alright. But either way, I'm getting damage off on this thing. He is now at about 82%. And I am going to die. However, a Wish is coming on the next turn. So I can go out to Ambipom. As long as this thing isn't Rocky Helmet, I have no reason not to click Tail Slap. Because I'll get a Wish back next turn, and I will be brought back up to almost full. He can go out into his Tauros, however, which is fine. That thing is going to die. Ambipom is going to pick up another kill. And he's going to go out to, I believe, the Umbreon, because he knows that he can't kill me with Bruxish. I'm at full. So he can go into the Umbreon. And I know in 2 Tail Slaps I can kill this thing if I get decent hits and stuff. So we're going to go for Tail Slap. And I believe we're going to get 5 hits. And we're going to put this thing in range of Toxic. We are. And he's going to go for Foul Play and he's going to weaken me. So Umbreon goes down. However, all I need is this tiny little chip damage off on the Shelgon. On the... I was thinking about Shelgon. All I need is this tiny little chip damage off on the Bruxish. I don't know why it's already loaded past. I don't know why it's freezing. All I need is a little bit of chip damage, and I can Sludge Wave twice and potentially win, depending on what his Mew is at. Because at the time, I forgot. He's going to go for Jet. Perfectly okay. Here's where I feel like I don't know what's going on. Like, it's loaded. Like, it's not my internet right now. It's like 8 in the morning. My internet is fine. Anyway, he's going to kill me. And unfortunately, Nihilego does not kill this with Sludge Wave. So, I have to go for the Thunderbolt. So, let's talk about something. I should have kept my Shelgon. I should have kept it as Death Fodder, and I should have gone out to Umbria, or onto... Impalm on the Mew a lot earlier. And I could have kept Shelgon around. With Shelgon around, I could have sacked that thing off, gone out to Impalm, clicked Fake Out against this thing in this scenario, and potentially chipped it down to where I needed to, so Sludge Wave could kill it, and I might be able to finish it off with Nihilego, with Sludge Wave, and potentially win. However, because I didn't do that, I'm going to get Aqua Jetted here. I'm definitely going to live this. And I'm going to Sludge Wave. Or I'm going to Thunderbolt. Because I have to. I really don't know what's going on. It's not my internet. My internet is fine. Like, look at this. Look right there. Look right there. It's loaded. Whatever. Drive's being weird. So I'm going to kill this. Unfortunately, Mew is out of range of Thunderbolt. However, I do have some hope. The Nihilego is going to come through for me. I believe he's out of range of a Thunderbolt. I don't know, maybe hope for a choke. But it doesn't even matter, because I'm not a max speed Nihilego. He is a choice card from you. I don't know, guys. It's loaded. So anyway, he's in Psychic and he's going to kill me, and that's going to be game, and I'm just pausing it there, because I'm not dealing with whatever this is. So anyway, that is going to be a 1-0 loss against LittleBigness and the Seattle Scizors. Our win streak had to come to an end eventually. Very good prep on his part. Very poor prep on my part. I brought a bunch of normal sets, and I kind of think it bit me in the ass. So we are going to go back to craziness, bringing whatever the fuck I want. But yeah, so that's going to be a loss, unfortunately. And next week, we go against someone who I'd have... going against Matt, who paralyzed me in the P4G, and I'm salty over. But now, so we're going against Matt next week. And, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one, alright? Lit.